Kim Davis, the former Rowan County, Kentucky clerk who was briefly jailed for denying marriage licenses to gay couples a decade ago, has again asked the Supreme Court to hear her appeal in hopes of overturning the nationwide right to same-sex marriage. Kim Davis has persistently fought back against lawsuits filed against her by the couple she denied marriage licenses to in the last 10 years, and now her attorneys with Liberty Counsel are asking the High Court to weigh in on 3 points in her case: whether her First Amendment religious liberty rights were infringed upon when she was asked to certify marriage certificates for gay couples, since it violated her evangelical Christian beliefs, whether she has qualified immunity that should shield her from having to pay, now as a private citizen, hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages to those couples, and whether the very case that legalized gay marriage in 2015, Obergefell versus Hodges, should be overturned. In 2015, Davis, who believes marriage is only a heterosexual union, refused to sign her name to marriage certificates for gay couples in her eastern Kentucky county. She was briefly jailed for contempt, punishment that amounts to a violation of her religious liberties, her attorneys have argued. They also argue that Davis had immunity to exercise her religious liberty in place of carrying out her duties to, again, provide marriage licenses as county clerk. David Ermold and David Moore sued Davis, arguing that her refusal violated their 14th Amendment rights, but by denying their fundamental right to marry under the court ruling. The couple was rejected 3 times from getting a marriage license. In the years since, a jury and a judge have awarded them upwards of $260,000 in damages. Since Davis is no longer an elected official, she ran for re-election and lost. Her lawyers contend she has First Amendment protections that preserve her right to assert her religious liberty, and she shouldn't be penalized for it. But Davis has repeatedly lost appeals in this case before every tier of the judiciary, including the Supreme Court. Still, Liberty Counsel continues to argue that she was, quote, the first victim of Obergefell since she was jailed and sued. This is the second time Liberty Counsel has asked the highest court in the country to hear Davis's case. The first time, Davis petitioned justices in 2020. They refused, but Justice Clarence Thomas left the door open for a future challenge to Obergefell. Her attorney, Davis's attorney Matt Staver, thinks there's a better chance this go around, in part because the court's conservative majority has grown. I'm Alex Quisto, covering state politics and health for the Lexington Herald Leader. Thanks for watching.